Hello, my name is Riker Buron, and today I'd like to share with you a discourse community that I am very happy to be a part of. The community that I'm talking about is skateboarders. Although I only became a part of this community a few years ago, I grew up around people in it my entire life. I have two older brothers who both skated and always had their skater friends around them. What I love about this community is how much support they give each other. This is either at the park or just with their own personal goals and roadblocks. Within my experience, many of the people I've met skating will show love and support to anybody who needs it, as long as you're not a security guard or on a scooter. See, skating isn't just about the sport, but it's an escape, a way to cope, or just some much needed fun. It takes a tremendous amount of courage and confidence because you fall constantly or are afraid to do a certain trick. You have to be fearless to become a good skater, and I believe that this translates to life beyond skating as well. The person I am interviewing today is Joey Martinez. He is someone I've known for a long time because he's good friends with my older brother. He's an extremely talented skateboarder and has been in the community forever. He's one of the nicest people I know and has been very supportive to me as I started and continue to grow as a skater. Okay, I got Joey Martinez right here for this interview, and let's get right into it. So, how long have you been skating for?
I've been skating for 14 years.
14.
Yeah, 14 years. I've taken some breaks, but
Yeah, well, I mean, just like in general, that's pretty crazy. I've been doing it for about like 2, so. What inspired you to start skating?
I used to play a lot of baseball, and one time me and my friend found a skateboard. We used to play baseball together, and we found a skateboard and started trying to do kickflips.
that just sort of
And
sparked
I was
it?
like, yeah, that was when I started pushing around the neighborhood and skating all the ditches in New Mexico.
That's awesome, man. That's a
Yeah.
cool way to get started. What's your favorite or like most satisfying trick to learn?
I think my favorite one is the impossible.
Oh, the
That
impossible
was
trick?
yeah, definitely most satisfying one.
Does it, like, how often do you land it usually? Or if
I
you
think
ever, like,
that one's my go-to.
Really? So
yeah,
you
if
got
I was
that?
like
Okay.
trying to film something that wasn't like that maybe someone else isn't trying, I think that's the one that I go for. I love to do kickflips though.
Oh, yeah.
Kickflips are my favorite.
Yeah, I wish. I'm so bad at it.
Kickflips is my favorite.
So what song, like, gets you going for skating? Like, what song pumps you up?
I think
That's gotta be
I like a
hard.
lot of hip hop. It's kind of hard to decide. I like sometimes indie music that just vibes.
No,
It's pretty chill.
Yeah, all right. I guess. I'm about the same thing. But like, what about like an artist?
Yeah, I really like to listen to Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang? Oh,
Yeah, I like to jam some Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I know you told me you had a bunch of injuries, but like, just tell me one bad one.
Oh yeah, so like this one time I was skating this rail, kind of in an industrial district. It was on Broadway in like Odelia, and there's this long rail. It's probably like 15 feet, and me and Johnny were skating it, and I tried to board slide it, and I was board sliding it pretty good. I did it like twice, pretty good. It was pretty tall. It was probably like chest high,
Oh,
but it was
Jesus.
really long, right?
Oh,
So I
yeah.
had like a lot of time to like pop onto it. There's this long loading dock, and so I pushed really hard, and I jumped really high, and I got onto it, but I kind of like drifted too close to the rail, and about like 2/3 of the way down it, they had like kind of like supports on the rail, and I hit it with my wheel, and I like Superman.
Oh my God.
And I like Supermaned, and I landed on my arm, right, like in the worst area, crustiest ground ever. It was
Did you
like
break anything?
asphalt. Yeah. I think I kind of chipped my elbow, but I like got a bunch of stitches. And it was
Oh, yeah,
disgusting.
damn.
It was so gross.
That does look pretty bad.
Yeah, I thought my arm was gonna fall off.
All right. Well, what is some slang they use and only skaters usually understand it?
I think steez. That's
Steez
one that a
is
lot of
yeah, I actually
skateboarders
do hear that a
say.
lot.
I
yeah.
think steez is pretty good. We like to say sketchy a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like only like real hood people say sketchy. If not,
yeah.
like they'll at least tell you what's up.
All right, well, that's some good ones. What is your favorite part of like the skateboarding community?
My favorite part about skateboarding is that like really you can kind of enjoy any skate park or any atmosphere, and kind of just like be yourself, and people like enjoy what you bring to the table, what kind of tricks that you can do, and it's kind of like a melting pot. Like everyone kind of like learns from each other. You know what I mean? Like.
Well,
People
I
get
feel
better.
like everyone's extremely supportive in the community, no matter who you are, and that's really cool just to see like so many very different people, just very different styles of people, all like just supporting each other. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you think skating has like, guided you as a person? Like, do you think it's changed who you are today?
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of things that I do in my day to day are just kind of they're oriented towards skating, at least. Like I'm either trying to get clips, or I'm trying to link with the filmer and watch clips, or I don't know. I kind of enjoy just like adventuring too, and finding new spots and finding new places to skate. Always going to the famous places is cool.
Well, there are many distinct aspects to what a skater truly is, but I think the word style captures most of it. Although everyone's doing the same trick, no two skaters will do it in the same way. Everyone has their own style and flow to how they skate, and it's amazing to watch the people who have been doing it forever show that. Another form of style that's very apparent is how skaters dress. Although everyone does it a little bit differently, the most common style is usually baggy clothing and a grungier color scheme. The baggier the pants, the better. But my favorite form of style is how people decorate their boards. Some people like to cut crazy patterns into their grip tape or have a really cool graphic on the bottom of their board. Some people like it simpler, usually because they break their decks within weeks of getting them and it's cheaper. I've always been a big fan of going all out with decorating mine because it shows a part of who I am and what I'm into by just looking at it. One of the most unique parts of skateboarding, though, is the lingo that goes along with it. Of course, you have to know the names of the infinite number of tricks and the ways you can do them as well, but you also have to know the obstacles, the ramps and rails and everything, but there's a lot of varying lingo that goes with just conversation as well. Skaters all have different ways of talking and slang that they use when talking to each other or celebrating a landing. This can change, of course, from place to place or even just from park to park in different friend groups. One thing that stays consistent, though, is when someone lands a trick that they've been trying to do for a while or just a really impressive trick, everyone slams their boards on the ground to congratulate that one. Skating has definitely changed my life for the better. I think I'm a more fearless and confident person because of it, and I've made a lot of friends along the way as well. So remember, the community is very welcoming, and it's never too late to start.
Oh! Holy shit!